My Hebrew brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel scattered all over the earth. Welcome back. Let me take this moment to say it's a blessing. It's a blessing, my brothers and my sisters, to be with you. And I just want to thank you so much for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes and your comments. Thank you so much, for what you're doing to help to advance this channel. We finish verses 10 and 11, and we are going to go into verse 12. We're dealing with Psalm 35 and we're at verse 12 now. So the prayer for help, okay? And so we're asking you, my brothers and sisters, just to pay attention to these verses, and I always ask you to have something to write down. That may say something that you want to write it down so you could remember, or something you want to, you have a question you want to question me about. You can do that. But Psalm, if you remember, in Psalm 11, Psalm 35 verse 11, it said, "If our witnesses did rise up," right? Paul's witnesses, they rose up, and they laid to my charge things that I do not know. I know not. Yada. I don't know it. They laid charges to me that I don't know. I'm not aware of it. Okay? And in verse 12 it said, they rewarded me evil for good. Okay? And it's to the spoiling of my soul. The word reward here is the word shalom. Shalom. And my brother and sister, this word here means it is with to amend, to complete, that has to do with sound. Okay. They make a mend, or they make an end. In other words, they try to finish me off. Oh, praise be to his holy name. They try to finish me off. Everything that I do, they try to finish me off. My brothers and sisters, that's what they say here. But, they want to make a full end. In other words, they want to give me everything they got. They want to make good. They want to, like, a repay again, But the thing is that they're repaying him evil for the good that he does. And the word here means to be safe, or in body, or, estate, to be completed, by implication, to be friendly. So they come. They come as a friend. Okay, act like they're a friend. And hey, I'm a true friend, and I'm doing all I can to help. But they want to repay me evil. The reciprocating that they're doing is not positive, it's negative. They want to finish me off. A couple of years back, in California, I helped this church planter. He had started a Bible study fellowship with another church. Another church was very strong on church planting, starting new churches, And so he was a member of that church, and one of the ministers, and they sent him. That pastor used to send out, all the ministers have to go and start a Bible study fellowship someplace. He didn't just have them sitting around the church. Everybody wasting time or waiting to hear somebody get a chance to preach, and so he sent them out. And guess what? He helped them too. He helped them. And so anyway, this man, he started this church. And I was a church planter. I was new to California. I probably was there 2 or 3 years, and I get to know him, get to meet him, and he became a friend. As a matter of fact, we were accountability partners, to tell you how close we were. His wife and I, and him. We were close to our family. We were close. I gave him a nice keyboard, for a church start opening, and I find a way to support him financially from my budget. But a couple of years after, he got going well, going well. He's trying to purchase property and everything like that. He was doing good. And when I have a counterpart that rise up against me and try to cut my budget and fire all the people that I have working with me, because he became a supervisor, I happened to call the brother, just try to explain to him what had happened. He didn't want to hear it. He said, no, he don't want to hear it. He didn't want to hear it, and he didn't want to hear me. I said to myself, I thought he was my friend. He was my friend. He didn't want to hear me. He didn't want to hear me. He didn't want to pray for me. He didn't want to do nothing. Okay, so we find these people and they throw you under the bus. If you understand that terminology, throw you under the bus. Yes. But my brothers and my sisters, let me say this. Yahuwah, when it's for you, no one can be against you. You do good and they render evil. They repay you again. But they recompense you, my brothers and sisters, and they requite, they do, it's not helping you. It's throwing you under the bus, pushing you further back. And Yahweh promised that he's not going to let anyone take that kind of step with you. He's going to stand there with you and he's going to be there for you. Okay? But he said they reward me evil. And the word evil here is the word raw. Raw. That's the Hebrew word raw. Resh and ayin. And my brothers and sisters, what it's talking about here is talking about adversity. Adversity is what, adversity. And Yahweh has a way of coming against that. Okay? The evil, raw, bad, something, dreadful, adversity, affliction, something bad, calamity, my brothers and my sisters, displeasure, distress, raw, something bad, evil. And when we talk about this, we're talking about something natural or moral. Natural or moral. Adversity, affliction, something bad, something calamitous. Displeasure, distress. Favored, evil, favoredness. Man, a thing exceedingly great, grievous, harmful, heavy, misery. Something hurtful, my brothers and my sisters. Something naughty. Something noisome. Something not pleased at all. Something sad. Sore. Sorrow. Trouble. My brothers, I could keep on saying words. Something vexed. Wickedness. A wicked one come up against you. Worse. Wretchedness, my brothers and my sisters. Something wrong. These are some of the things that happen. The evil people try to come up against you. And they try hard to come up against you. But my brothers and my sisters, let me say this. Yahweh, in his love, in his mercy, he is not asleep. He is not asleep. What I want you to know is that he said, they reward evil for good. My brothers and my sisters, the good, the tobe, the beautiful thing that you do, Praise his holy name. The pleasant thing that you do, the good thing that you do, the agreeable thing that you do. That's what they're trying to, reward you for. And are they coming with good? No, they're coming with evil. Evil. So the beautiful thing, the best thing, the better thing, the bountiful thing, the cheerful thing, the fair thing, the thing being favor, my brothers, my sisters, good. Using the widest sense of the word, my brothers, my sisters. And look here, this thing here is like you're saying a good man, a good woman, or a good man, or a good woman. Something good. Good thing. Something pleasant, beautiful, best, better, bountiful, cheerful. Something favor, something fine. You're something glad. Goodlier, goodliest, anyone to say the word. Something gracious, joyful, kind, something best, something loving, something merry. Praise his holy name. Pleasant, something that pleases, my brothers. So something precious, prosperity. Hallelujah. Something good. Sweet. It's wealth. It's welfare. Praise his holy name. Something well favored. I remember every time, I talk to my sister, sister after me. One of her words, a phrase that she used, I am good, I'm well favored. Well favored. And so this is what, when you do good for someone, right? Then they turn around and they do evil. But praise be to Yahweh, he put it in us. He put it in us to do good. And we do good. So the spoiling of the soul. I want to look at the word spoiling, because the word spoil, spoiling of the soul, it has to do with bereavement. And it's a word that is used in the Hebrews, is shekal, yeah, that's what it is, shekol. Some people say shekal, but it's shekol, okay? And has to do with bereavement. And bereavement here is like the loss of a family member, or the loss of children, or so on. Bereavement. And it has to do basically with the spoiling, of shekal, infinitive, that bereavement, loss, like I said, it's spoiling, and sometimes the word barren can also, be considered as, part of that word. Something that casts calf fruit, calf fruit. That is a term that is, where something didn't come to fruition, or to make childless, to deprive someone, or to destroy someone's ability to uh, have a child. Okay. And sometimes it has to do with miscarriage of a child. By analogy, to bereave, or by literally, barren, to cast, it just had to do with childlessness, childlessness, to deprive someone, sometimes a person who lose children by miscarriage or something like that, and to rob person, but people are there to spoil people, and they do everything they can. They put stumbling block in your way to hinder you, okay, and so on. So that's what it's talking about. Basically, that's what it's talking about. And in verse 13, he said, but as for me, when they were sick, my clothing was sackcloth. I humble myself, my soul rather, with fasting and prayer. And then return unto mine own bosom. So, okay, at the time, when, look, when they're in need, I take the clothes off my back, okay, and give it to them. I do everything good for them, in other words. I do positive things. But they find a way to turn around and throw me under the bus. Hallelujah, my brothers, my sisters. I know you hear these words. You know there's some situation where this happened. You know, situation, my brothers, my sisters, where this happened. Is it throw you under the bus. They throw you under the bus. And let me say this, my brothers and sisters. If you follow your feeling, sometimes you want to retaliate. Sometimes you want to retaliate. But at this time, you want to let Yahuwah handle it, because he do a better job than me. The word here is said, I humble my soul with fasting and prayer. You remember Yahushua? He told the people that any issues that is too, you don't just come so. Prayer and fasting. And when you pray and fast for these people, like everything turned back on me. Tefillah, prayer. The word prayer there, tefillah. It comes from a word, prayer comes from a word, palal. And it has to do with intercession, where you're interceding for people. That's why when you pray for people, you're interceding for them. Okay? When you pray for yourself, you are supplicating. So prayer has to do with intercession, supplication, and praise, where we praise to Yahweh. The Psalms is filled with praises, praising and exalting Yahweh. All right. So by implication, we talk about a hymn, like a hymn, So parallel is basically to intervene. You're intervening, you interpose. Praise be to his holy name, and so you're entreating. Judgment is coming, and you're making a prayer, a supplication for yourself. You're making a prayer of intercession for others. By root is to judge or, officially or mentally. By extension, to intercede, to pray, my brother and sister. You're entreating. You're making a prayer. You're making supplication for yourself. And my brothers and sisters, if you're not praying for yourself, and other people interceding for you, we're not going to make it in this time. That is just, and there are times coming, my brothers and sisters. There's some time coming here in this country where I'm telling you, you got to pray and trust Yahweh. You got to give him all the praises that's due to his name, my brothers and sisters. Praise his holy name, he said. But as for me, he said, when they were sick, he said, my clothing was sackcloth. He said, I humble my soul, and with fasting and my prayer return to my own bosom. Yes, my brothers and my sisters. We got to entreat. We got to make prayer. And look at the word return there. The word return is the word shub. It says, my prayer return to my own bosom. The word shub, to turn back. Like you pray, you give your prayer. But it's like the prayer come back. Oh my, return to you, my brothers and sisters. Oh my goodness. Returning to you. It's turning back to you. Hence, away. You know. This is, you know, sometimes you say, you know, the term is not, not necessarily to the starting point. You know, not, but generally to retreat, come back again, to build again, circumcise, you know, to dig, to carry anything, to do evil, you know, to feed, to lay down, to lie down, to lodge, to make, and they rejoice over you, because they think that they're having, you know, a good time, recompensing you evil for evil, you know. My brothers and my sisters, he said here, hence, we go, my brothers and my sisters, we you know, and they pervert their ways, and try to pervert the word of Yahweh, to pull you down and to push you down, to show you that you are wrong. But my brothers and my sisters, Yahweh is not asleep. He is well. Praise his holy name. And so we're going to ask you, don't try to fight the battle for yourself. Allow Yahweh to fight the battle for you. And we're going to ask you, my brothers and my sisters, to be a blessing to someone and walk with the King. Shalom.